Okay, so it's been a while. Um, One delay after another, but I finally reached the moment and I have one, two, three, four, five, six packages here. Six packages. Um, I know what to expect in at least a couple of them. The one at the bottom is the new series from Topps, the Halloween series, which we waited so long and patiently for. But before opening any of these packages, I want to take a minute and just talk about something important. So let me share my screen. I want to talk about short prints. We all know about choke wagon and bum checks and those famous short prints, but there are some other, perhaps more mysterious ones that we need to talk about finally. So this, so you've probably heard of the bottom row or the right side checklists always being more expensive and always being called short prints. So what is that all about? Well, this is what it's all about. The checklist sheet looks like this. It has 3 2/3 puzzles. That fourth puzzle is missing the third row. And so you might think, well, okay, that's short printed, but it's really not too short printed. And how could it be jacking prices of these things up to be these bottom row checklists end up going for 5 times more than the others? It doesn't seem sensible. So if you think about it, for every 4 top left pieces, there are only 3 bottom lefts. So that's already a 3-to-4 ratio. It's just not already insignificant. But now imagine over time, collectors end up assembling, let's say, 8 of these 12 complete puzzles. 12 is the max complete puzzles you could build from this. And let's say collectors end up in their collection assembling 8. So what does that do with the population of checklists that are left over? It ends up just being this bottom half. And now for every 2 top lefts, you only have 1 bottom left. It's gone from 4-to-3 to 2-to-1. And once all 12 of these puzzles have been built, then those bottom left pieces become impossible to find to complete these last puzzles. So that's why over time, after 50 years now, the enrichment of the top and middle rows has just increased to the point where these are rare. Okay, so let's talk about another. So that's checklists. Let's talk about another case where this happens, and that's with stickers. So this is a 4th series uncut sheet. If you bought a 4th series sheet on eBay, this is what it would look like. The vintage 1973 uncut sheet. It has 11 columns and 7 rows. And notice the first 3 rows constitute one complete set. And in fact, more. The set ends here at bent. And then the first 3 titles, Wormy, Fang, and Cheapios, are repeated here. So it's a complete set plus those 3. That's why those 3 are so common, because they're repeated. Now, let's look at the next 3 rows. The next 3 rows are, let's erase all of this. The next 3 rows are just a repeat of the first 3 rows. It's another complete set plus those 3. So there's 2 complete sets in 6 rows. So what about this 7th row? What do they do with that? Well, in this case, they just repeated the second row. Second row gets repeated for a 3rd time. And but we're not done, because actually this is a so-called B sheet. It's not the complete uncut sheet. You almost never get an A-B uncut sheet connected. But in this case, I do have one I can show you. This was the first one that ever turned up. It was the 4th series. No 4th series sheet of any type had ever turned up. And then all of a sudden, this double turned up, and it really blew our minds. Um, Unfortunately, my partner in this insisted on cutting it in half, and I couldn't stop him. So this sheet is now in two pieces. But there are still some intact first series, there are some intact double sheets. So what we were just looking at a minute ago was the sheet on the right here. This sheet, that's what we were just looking at. That's the B sheet. But now look on the left here. That's the A sheet. So what's the difference between the A and the B sheet? Well, the A sheet is the same as the B sheet for the first 6 rows. There's one complete set and then another complete set. It's that 7th row that's different. The sheet we were looking at a minute ago repeated that 2nd row. But in the A sheet, they repeat the 1st row. So that's how they do it. They have 2 complete sets on the left plus a copy of the 1st row. And on the right, they have 2 complete seats, 2 complete sets on the right plus a copy of the 2nd row. So you've probably already figured it out. It's that 3rd row that never gets duplicated. So any title that's on that 3rd row that's not one of these last 3 that's duplicated anyway is printed less. So for example, look at Gatorade and compare it. Let's compare Gatorade to say wrinkled wrap. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wrinkled wraps. But there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 Gatorades. And that's going to be true for all of these titles, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 titles. Gatorade, Land O'Quakes, Hides, Nest Tree, Ragu, Fritos, and Taster's Choke and Bent. They are always going to be tougher than any of the other titles. They're so-called 3rd row titles. And as time goes on and more sets get built, they're going to be the ones left out more and more often. And this is true of every series except first. So this is true of 2nd series, 3rd series, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. It's not true of 10th because 10th is a different format sheet. But it's true also of 11th and 12th and 13th. So those are the series. 2nd through 9th and 12th through 13th all have these 3rd row titles. And consequently, those are the ones people are always going to be looking for, and those are the ones that are always going to be more expensive. And that's, as time goes on, that's just going to increase. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say about that. We might as well check in on the mall while we're here. So this is the mall. The mall has been hopping lately. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 14 stores on there now. Let's look at what's been selling. Melski just sold 6 of these go to the movie sets this morning. Some ads, some of these new series. 3 of these wonky ads just sold for $50 each. So wow. Bunch of bonus boxes, new series, vintage, some beat up O-Pee-Chee checklists. They still sell. They're that rare. And there's a Ludlow, some sets, some bootlegs. Wacky Packages gallery for $50. Who knew that thing would ever dry up? But it has. Anyway, okay. Let's move on now. Let's start opening some of these packages. I'm going to start with the new series. So, that's this bad boy down here. And we've been anticipating this for so long. And there it is. The first one. For me, anyway. I'm a few days behind the curve here. Also because I waited a few days to do this video. Let's see what the hoopla is all about. Get some space here. There we go. Okay. 8 packs, nothing else in the box. This is their new format. I mean, the last few series have all been like this. Okay, so let's see what's in these bad boys. So I'll have to preserve some of these wrappers, but oh, look. Ha! Second card I pulled was one of those ones that's been selling for 50 bucks. Probably I can't sell a fourth one for 50, but well, we'll see. That was luck. What is that? Barrel of Monsters card with like a puzzle on the back. What is that? I guess it's just card number 9. It doesn't look like a Wacky with that super thin border. Looks like it's some other card, but it's not. It's just a Wacky. And there's the checklist. So there's the checklists now make up a puzzle. Okay, that's the first pack. We're happy about that. And there's the checklist. And these are just regular cards with half of, looks like 5 coupons and 3 puzzle backs. So are the coupons going to be tougher this time? I mean, are the puzzle backs going to be tougher this time? It's 3 to 5. Let's see if that's true in every pack. Some space here. Next pack. See if I can get this one open in a way that would make collectible as a wrapper. Got to be real. I don't have the patience right now. I'll do it later. Okay, there's another checklist. Hopefully you get the whole puzzle in this. Well, 8 packs, so you can't get the whole puzzle. There's a pals card. And yeah. Look, it's 5 to 3. Oh no, it's even worse. It's 6 to 2 in this pack. So, whoa, these puzzle backs are going to be tough unless this averages out at some point. Let's see what's going to happen here. Is this audio working? Okay, I think it is. There's the next checklist. It's 3 different ones. There's the attacky. And how does this break down? Look at that. 6 to 2. What is this? I wonder if this is across the board or if it's just some boxes go one way, some boxes go the other. I do not know, people, but this is a new thing. I mean, we've been selling these sets for the same price, pre-selling them. So that's going to have to change. There's the wrapper card. And wow, this one evened out. Oh no, this one went the other way. 3 to 6 the other way. I guess it does even out in the end. But why would they do that? They didn't do that in the last series. They were even. There was like 4 and 4 in every pack. There's another wrapper card. 2 of those in a pack. What is this? That's the checklist middle. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. And now it's 2 and 6 again. Yeah, this is now evened out. I'm glad, because that's just another pain I didn't want to have to deal with. Building these sets. Okay, there's another checklist. And that feels substantial. So that's the toughest card. These are numbered to 25. This is number 5 of 25. Those are the gold web foil cards that everybody wants. Keep going. There should be some regular foils. There should be a sketch card in here somewhere. Yeah, there's the regular foil. Birthday. Another checklist. And two, three puzzles and five. They really mixed it up. Yeah. There's the sketch card. Oh, it's colorful. Who is this? Carmen Ferraro. That's got to be a relatively new sketch card artist. There's the checklist. Okay, so how much of a puzzle did I get? Got all but bottom middle. So slowly, those are going to be, something's got to be short on these puzzles if you get 8 for 9. And there it is. We opened our first box of Halloween. Let's actually look at these cards and see if we like them. Uh, it's not terrible. Reaches, skull, rips, croakers, cover, growl. They're not bad. Looks like there was several artists. Some of these, I mean, I don't know. Seems a bit rudimentary. Some of these are more complicated. Spirit. Curse the light dark beer. Hey, I got a chuckle out of me. Killer dills. Garbage impaled. Cracker hack. Cut a finger. Almond joint. That's not bad. All right. I'm gonna have to scan these really carefully and look at them. But we did it. We got through our first box of Halloween. It was fun. And that's worth $50. I mean, what was this box was $80. This series was crazy because it's sold out overnight. And the Wacky series never do that. They take months, I mean, months to sell out. And overnight, some people waited to the next morning to fill their order, got nothing. There was a lot of crying. And I almost never order on the first day. I don't know how. I just got lucky this time and I did. So nobody knows where those boxes are. I mean, there should be 1,300 boxes. About 100 different sketch cards have shown up on eBay. I can account for maybe 200 more boxes from other people. So I can account for about 300 boxes. There's 900 sort of outstanding, and we don't know what happened. I mean, supposedly nobody could order more than 50 boxes. I know some people have multiple accounts and could maybe order 100 boxes, but uh no, I don't think anybody could order 700 boxes. So we do not know how this happened. Maybe Wacky's just got incredibly popular all of a sudden. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so let's dig into some of these collections. What do we have here? Um, let's start with this one. Let's start with this one. Um, my God, I don't even remember. I got to look in my email to figure out what this is and who I even bought this from. Okay, here's the email trail. Guy contacts me. His first email is, I have quite a few vintage Wacky packs, including 1973 first series, and now wish to sell. Could you please provide direction? So 26 emails later, he did send some scans. I think I ended up paying him. Yeah, here it is. I offered him 800. He came back at 1,000. I asked a few more questions and I agreed to his 1,000. Okay, so this collection cost $1,000. Let's see if I'm gonna be happy or if I'm gonna be crying. I actually I try not whoops. I try not to look too carefully at what I'm buying because it's become more fun to open them on these videos and be surprised. And yeah, I know I can get ripped off more that way, but it's fun and fun is worth something. Open. Wow, look at this. Wow, did this amazing binder. Look at this binder. Okay. The binder itself is worth something, but and it's even has a zipper. What is going to be in here? Start. I think I've opened it on the wrong side. Okay. Here we go. Page one. Let's see if we can get this camera. All right. So we've got some first series cards that actually look decent. Oh man, there's so many pages in here that they've torn themselves out. Actually, you know what's good about this? There's not one card, just one card in every slot here. What do we have? We got to pull these out. We got to pull these out to see what on earth is really in here. Who knows? It is writing all over the back. So actually in that first slot, there's 4 dozens, all white back. The backs are clean. These cards are an EX plus condition. Actually, that was the nicest one on the back, but it's all off center. So nothing amazing, but there's more. There's more dozens. Dozens is one of those ones that was very long printed. It's, I think after Matty Boy, it was the longest. So we got 4, 5 more dozens. Ooh, oh, there's a Ludlow. There's a dozen first series Ludlow. I told him to check those backs. He didn't want to do it. All right. Awesome. Now I'm getting excited. So 8 white backs and a Ludlow. What's next? Man, if this is not recording, I'll die. Next, we have chalk. 1, 2, 3, 4 chalks. No Ludlows. 4 white back chalks. But yeah, these are all so miscut. Look at that. I mean, this is the one that looks so best on the back, and it's so miscut that the copyright is missing. All right. It is what it is. Bread Crust is another one of those very long printed titles. And they're really crammed in these pockets. Sticking 1, 2, 3, 4 white back cards in one pocket is not a great idea because they're getting kind of crunched. No Ludlows. At least these are not as miscut as the others. But yeah, these are some very mid-grade cards. I mean, these are solid like EX. Well, and this card's on every side. This is going to take some time. Settle in, guys. This is going to take some time. We've got 6 JLOs. White, 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 all white. It'd be incredible if that's the only Ludlow in here. How did I get messed up here? That's the Ludlow. Let's keep that here. If that's the only Ludlow in here, what a tease that's going to be, huh? Okay. Next up, Gadzuka. What shall we find here? 5 Gadzukas. I'd love to find some O-Peaches or just something like that. Would be cool. Whiteback, white, 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 white. My excitement is dimming slightly. Well, still nice to get all these first series cards. I mean, there's a lot of dupes. Okay. 4 6-ups. This one is borderless. Can't tell you how many people write me and go, oh, I've got a card with no copyright. It's rare variation, and invariably they're borderless. I'm so glad that wasn't the Ludlow. No Ludlow. No. 4 whitebacks. That one's decent. That's a decent card. Okay. Still not sure about the $1,000, but let's keep going. There's another 6-up with an issue on the border there. See if I can bend that down. 4 more. Let's just go all at once on these. No Ludlows. No tans. I'd love to find a red Ludlow. That would really make my day. Okay, and Matty Boy, the single most common of all first series titles, which is incidentally the least reprinted of all first series titles. I don't think it's almost ever been reprinted. Okay, 5 Matty Boys, all tops TCG. Regular. Oh, there's a Ludlow. Oh, and it's a really nice one too. It's in good condition. Oh man, this makes me so happy. It's black, but still, first series Ludlows are so tough. No, no, no. All right, 2 Ludlows on the first page. And there's page after page. Oh, look at this. There's a page of Bandaches. Oh my God, this is getting exciting. Okay. Pages are jacked anyway, they're torn. There's another thing of Matty Boys. Regular, regular, regular. That one's got a bad crease. Look at that crease. And we're on to Quacker. Quacker Oats. 4 Quacker Oats. White, white, white. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? No. 4 white Quackers. Not bad. They're not terrible. There's nothing here that I would really call like beautiful near mint. But hey, lots of cards are destroyed with writing on the back, so I'm not complaining. 4 more Quacker Oats, no more Ludlows. So that's like 1, 2. Quacker is not the most common card, and there you go. There's 8 of them in here. This is incredible. How did somebody collect all these first series cards? I mean, in my school, you couldn't kill somebody to get a first series card. 3 wikis. And now I know why. They were all hoarded by people like this. But good for them. Okay, 4 crusts, no Ludlows. 4 more crusts. 1, 2. No, there's 5 crusts. 3, 4, 5. That one's got something on the back, some spooge on the back. It's probably somebody's booger. All right. Next up, Grave Train. I'd love to find a Grave Train Ludlow. There's got to be more Ludlows in here, right? There has to be. No. Got a little coffee stain on that one. No. No. Ah. Mrs. Clean. Miss Clean Ludlow would be righteous. No. 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 But we're not done with Mrs. Clean. There's 3 more. That one's not a Ludlow. That one's not a Ludlow. Is it going to be a Ludlow? No. No, Mrs. Clean. All right. So that page was less lucrative than the previous. But hey, look, these cards are piling up. I mean, all those cards in one page, front and back. That was all in this one page. That's amazing. All right. Mrs. Clean, you're up. This one on top looks really nice. That could be a near mint card, depending on the back. Oops. Where are we? 3-minute lices. White back, white back, white back. All right. That's a nice one. That corner's a bit soft, but it's the centering is pretty good. I'm always low on first series. They just sell so fast. I mean, I don't like to jack the price up too high, but you know, where I price them, they just sell. Can't hold on to them. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 skimpies, all with the same corner issue. What is that? Some sort of sludge on the corner, and then one clean one. No, no, no. Yeah, this stuff got into something, got on the edge of these. But it's just the skimpies. No other cards are like that as far as I can tell so far. All right, horrid. These are all the good titles, the ones that are not long printed. Where are we? 2 horrids. Can I go? Boom. No. Whitebacks. Next up, lip torn. Ah, man, these are really crammed in there. 2, 3, 4 lip torns. Regular, regular. Man, I think we're due a Ludlow. It's been a while. We're due one. There can't be just those 2. 5 Finks. Whiteback. 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 Oh, that's got some spooge on it. How did somebody get all these first series cards? It's just quite a feat, I must say. Quite a feat. Dopey Whip. Spray Knit. Somebody was just asking me about Spray Knit, and I kept telling them, I'm going to open a box. I'm bound to find a Spray Knit. Well, sure enough, I can make that guy happy. And there's only one in here that looks good. Look, these also have that corner issue. That's interesting. I see. The reason I don't see more corner issues is because he always puts the one good one on top. Regular, 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 regular. So there's some budget grade cards in here too, for sure. Yeah, only one cover goal. See, now we're getting into some of the tougher cards. These are the toughest of the first series cards, except for those last 4, obviously. Vice Joy, and these would be the best ones to find a Ludlow. Oh, that would be nice. To find a Ludlow on this page would be nice. Hostage. 4 hostages. Whiteback. 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 Okay. Brigade. 4 Kukades, 1 borderless. Regular, 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 regular. I'm losing a little bit of faith here. Man, it'd be awesome if one of these Pall Malls or Bandaches was a Ludlow. Then I would probably owe this guy some more money. Camels, camels, camels. 3 Tides, no Ludlows. At least there's no writing on them. There's no tape. 5 Pure Hexes. There's the Ludlow. Oh, yeah. I knew we had to have at least one more. There's a little bit of a bend, a soft bend at that corner there. Can you see that? Not really, but there's a soft bend there, but still a pure hex black Ludlow is righteous. Maybe there's a second one. Yeah, whoa, just as I said it, there's two. There's two pure hex Ludlows in here. Oh, this is so awesome. This has a little bit of a stain on it, but still, we can work with that. Now, we've hit a vein of Ludlows just as we've come to the big four. Let's see what happens. There's two Leviruses in here. They're definitely real. That one's a regular. Oh, man, I can feel my heart pounding. Oh, there's another Levirus. Oh, this one is flimsy. This feels like a tan back. It's a white back, but it's flimsy. It's weird. It's on definitely on different paper from this one, but it's still just a white back. And Pall Mall, regular. And this is a nice looking Pall Mall right here, to be honest. That's a really nice looking Pall Mall. Nice and centered. Dear God, let this be a Ludlow. Oh, it's not. Okay, that was page two. 2 pages in a binder with, Jesus, a whole lot more. And I've already got that many first series out of here and 4 Ludlows. This is off to a good start. And there's yet another Pall Mall right here. This could still be a Pall Mall Ludlow. There's more than one Pall Mall in here. How did he do this? So you can't get more than like one per box of a Pall Mall. And he's got 4 of them. This guy had to have opened box after box after box, or he was a trading maniac. I'll have to write him and ask him how he did this. 2 more Pall Malls. Does anybody feel lucky for a Ludlow? No. Still, can't complain about a Pall Mall. And we're on to Mutts. It's funny how Bandache, each one got its own slot. He understood the value of a Bandache. 2 Mutts, no Ludlows. Let's see what we have here. These are just regular checklist. I'd love to pull a cloth checklist out of here. Now that would make my day. And look at that, 3 checklists and 4 checklists, and 3 of them are bottom edge. And so we know that how unlikely that is now. We talked about that. Probably out of space here. Okay, let's pull these Band-Aids. Oh, there's no checklists. Let's get these checklists out of here. There's a top middle. There's a bottom right, a bottom left, and a top and another bottom left. So man, this collection is just amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 8 checklists. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8 on that bottom row. 5 out of 8. Amazing. Okay, let's move on to the Band-Aids. This one is borderless and white back. Okay. There's 4 more of them here. What's on the other side of this? Then it goes to series 2. One more Band-Aid. This is a really good condition Band-Aid. A little bit of a miscoloring on that border, but still, it's really well centered. Too bad that's not a Ludlow. Band-Aid Ludlow would be worth, I don't know, $500 or more, especially in this condition. Okay. What's next? Sort of, this is a VG Band-Aid, white back. There's another pretty nice Band-Aid. It's a little less well-centered, but really good condition. Oh man, please be a Ludlow. Please be a Ludlow. I pray to the God of Ludlows that this is a Ludlow. Oh, it's a Ludlow! Oh my God. There's another one. There's another one. Maybe that's two Ludlows. This is really good condition. All right. All right, Jonathan, you really should have checked these backs. I'm gonna take care of you. Don't worry, I'm gonna take care of you. Especially if there's a second Ludlow in here. Then I might drive over and kiss you. Ready? One, two, three, white back. Whoop, this one doesn't belong here. Amazing, amazing. I'd be happy if there was only one Ludlow, if it was that one. Oh, that makes my day. Well, there's your $1,000 right there on those first two pages, first 2.5 pages. I mean, maybe that alone is worth $1,000 in that kind of condition. I mean, what's that? That's great, a 7, probably. All right. Too bad it's not a red Ludlow. The red Ludlow, then we're talking thousands. Okay. That just that makes our video. We can end right there. This is all downhill from here for sure. Well, who knows though? Who knows? All right, we could still pull Ludlows out of the second series. And in the third series, we could pull whites. We could pull third whites. Let's keep going. There's no reason to stop here. Okay, we've got 4 gurgles. There's some wax stain on it. You see that wax? Wipe that off. Regular. Oh, there's Ludlows here too. Oh, this is just amazing. So that's the stack of first series. Let's see what we can get out of the second series. Second series Ludlows. Regular, regular, regular. Next up, botch. They're all black Ludlows so far. I'd love to pull some red Ludlows out of this. Heads are always better. These cards are in much better shape. I mean, these are near mint cards. And like, wow, 6 botches. That one's a little off center. But still, 6 near mint botches. I mean, even if these weren't Ludlows, this is some good stuff. Regular. Okay, there's a stain on it actually. The backs have some issues. There's a Ludlow. Damn, this is amazing. And a tan back. That Ludlow is a little bit lower condition, maybe EX minus. Okay. 3 Salems. Regular, regular, regular. Oh, we're not done with Salem. Regular, regular, and a regular. 1 Ludlow. Oh, wait, that's the Ludlow. That card is in friggin' good shape. It's a little off center, but I mean, that's just 4 sharp corners, and it's a near mint Ludlow. Hell yeah. A tan and 2 white backs. Plastered, regular, Ludlow, and a tan, 1 of each. Damn, I mean, damn. And the Ludlows are the best condition cards in here. I don't think he knew. He definitely would have didn't tell me about that. Regular, regular, no, and a Ludlow. There's a lot of Ludlows in here. There's almost 1 of every title so far. Let's keep going. Ajax, 4 Ajaxes, and a Ludlow. Regular, and another Ludlow, and a regular. So, all right, let's finish. This is the first end of the first page here. Five Excedrons, and a Ludlow, and a white back, and a white back, and a white back, and a white back. All right, so of those 9, one half of 1 page There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ludlows, all in really solid condition. And fairly sizable stack of second series cards. Let's keep going. Second series. I'm doubtful we'll pull a red Ludlow at this point. Everything has been black. If these were reds, that would be just too much. Okay, we've got, oh, I came out of the wrong thing. 2 Ultra Blights. What's this? Kook. And the Ludlow. And some tans and whites. Man, I almost didn't buy this collection. I thought $1,000 was high, and it took me a while to get back to him. And man, this one would have been the one that got away. Cap and Crud Ludlow. White back, and a second Ludlow. Boy, this is chock full of Ludlows. Man, I can't wait to get to that third series and find some third whites. Oh man, now I'm getting greedy. Ditchmaster Ludlow, white, 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 and dirty white. So there's a lot of Ditchmasters, 7 Ditchmasters, and I'm telling you, the best condition cards here are these Ludlows. Kami, regular, 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 and a Ludlow. I'm starting to expect one in every title. We're going to be disappointed. Oh man, there could be some Run Tony Ludlows in here. That would be cool. Chicken fats, no Ludlows, just 2 tans and a white. All Brain, always a popular title. Regular, regular, regular. You owe me a Ludlow now. No. Anyway, those are nice. Those are really nice. Thank you, Jonathan. You demand. You demand. 4 blacks. White, tan, white, white. Huh. Hasn't been a Ludlow in a while. Starting to get disappointed. Nerts. Regular. And a Ludlow. And a regular. Thank you, God of Ludlows. Boohoo. 5 boohoos. And a Ludlow. And another Ludlow. Only 2. All right. So now we've gone through that second page, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Ludlows. Those are the first series. 16 second series Ludlows so far. Oh, this is so good. And there are the Run Tonys. They're coming. The Run Tonys are coming, people. Fishbone. 4 fishbones. Regular, regular. No Ludlow fishbone. How disappointing. 3 glooms. No Ludlow. 3 shticks. No Ludlows. 2 poopsies. No Ludlows. Oh man, we've run cold. The Ludlow God is punishing me now. I've had enough good fortune. Okay, there's 5 pest awful bits. There has to be a Ludlow here. This just feels like a Ludlow. No. No. Tan back. White back. Last chance. No. All right. The well has run dry. The Ludlow well has run dry, people. 4 blunders. No. No. Tan back. White back. That's okay. As long as I get some Rentoni Ludlows, I'll be happy. 3 vials. 1, 2, 3. Hurts. There's the Ludlow. It's a little off center, but it's still to Ludlow. Oh, there's a second one. This one's not so off center. Nice. Didn't pull 3 Ludlows from in. He must have had a whole box, one whole box of Ludlows that he opened. This was a lucky kid. All right, last page of second series. Let's see what we've got. 3 log cave-ins. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it says very clearly on my website instructions for people who find these collections to search the backs. It says, look for those Ludlows and particularly that Bandache. I mean, no, no, no. If he told me the Bandache Ludlow, I probably would have got so excited I'd have paid him $2,000 for this collection. I don't know. And it was probably at that point would have been overpaying. But there's nothing more exciting than a Bandache Ludlow. Well, it's up there. Okay, we've got 5 putrids. Tan, tan, white. Ludlow. Putrid Ludlow. This is making my day, people. And this is the first, I mean, we're just getting started here. We got a lot more collections to open. Who knows what we'll find by the end of the day. 8 lives. 8 lives is always a good Ludlow to find. And there it is. Of course, it's off center, but not terribly. Let's find another one. No, this is a tan back. You can always tell they're flimsier. Okay, brittle. Regular, regular, Ludlow, regular. All right, dull. Dull is also a great Ludlow to find if you can find it. Last chance. Yes, there it is. This is my day. And we're down to Run Tony. Is there gonna be a Run Tony Ludlow? There's plenty of Run Tonys here. My goodness, there's enough. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Run Tonys. This couple of these feel like tan backs. This one has a stain on it. I'm hoping to God that one of these two is a Ludlow. We'll look at those last. This feels like a tan back. Yep. Tan Run Tony's actually tougher than regular, so that's good. And these are nice centered, really nice condition Run Tonys. This one is the stain. Glad that's not the Ludlow. I don't know what that is. Okay, here we go. Ready? Run Tony. Regular white back. This is the last chance. Ready? No, there was no Run Tony Ludlow. Too bad. Well, if I had to pick between Run Tony and Bandache, it'd certainly be Bandache. And we're on to third series. So let's do a final count here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 second series Ludlows. And you could get $20 each for those any day of the week. So that's $400 right there. So basically, I make my $1,000 back just on these pile of Ludlows pretty easily. And I'll probably sell these for more than $20, some of them, maybe many of them. Let's see if we can pull some third series whitebacks, shall we? So that's our pile of second series that just came out of those. Boy, did he like to cram doubles into these pages. That probably did downgrade them a little bit, but pretty good. So I'm going to add these to the stack. First and second series. And let's see what we got for thirds. I mean, right away, I see the spit variation. So that's a good start. And you know what? If there's a spit variation in there, then it could be, there could be white backs. 1, 2, 3, 6 Harmon hammers. None of these feel white, but condition is good. Centering is good. Every series, this guy went up the next series, he kept him in better shape. The seconds were better than the firsts, and the thirds are considerably better. Except for cramming them in this binder like this. Okay, so this is one of those long prints, one of those that's in the third series, extra printed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 of them. He had 8 of them crammed all in that one spot. 2 Cracolas, 3 busted fingers. We're not going to pull a white back. I mean, that would just be so unlikely. But look, all 3 spit and spills are variations. All 3 of them. That's just excellent. We'll add those to the specials pile. 3 Kodaks. 3 Weezits. 4 Snatch Packs. Third series whitebacks are so much tougher. They're tougher than Ludlows. You can get $50 for third whitebacks any day. We've got a checklist. Second series checklist checked off. And we're still in the third. Let's keep going. We're not going to check every card once we get past the third because there's no back variations in the fourth series. We're just going to look for the obvious short prints. 3 Dr. Onos. Dr. Ono was definitely short somehow. Was it pulled? I think it might have been actually. Come on, man, there's a lot of these crammed in here. Can't even get them out. 7 of them, all tan. Four sledges. There's at least 3 or 4 complete series here. In good condition. So, I mean, you get $50 for a complete set. Sure would love to pull a white back. At this point, it's all gravy, people. These are all tan backs, but they're nice. I mean, look at that card. I mean, well, a little bit of a soft corner, but the most important thing is centering. I mean, just a perfectly centered card is just beautiful and unusual, and these are good. And Lucky Strike, Lucky Stride, all 10. Getting down to the end here. Oh, there's more spit and spills. He put the regulars off by themselves, so he noticed. No white backs. We're not going to find any white backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Hungry Jerks. Boy, this is going to keep me busy. I don't need to buy any more collections for a while, even though, of course, I will. Not finding those white backs. Nope. 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 Down to the last page of thirds. No, no, there aren't going to be any white backs in here. But I'm hoping for some choke wagons and some bum checks. I mean, anybody that went out of his way to get this collection with all the Bandaches, and he has to have hunted down bum and choke. He had to. And here are the regular spit and spills, which are also in nice condition. Thank God these pages didn't warp the cards because these are pretty flat pages. Could have easily done that. And here are all the checklists, third series checklists, never too exciting, but let's see what we got here in terms of the breakdown. There's the right side, right side, right side. Yeah, this is a little more usual. Four right side cards. One of them, two of them checked. And eight regulars. Oh, it's not terrible. Ah, okay. And we're into the fourth series, and here we go. So those are the thirds that we pulled from this binder. Add those to the stack. There's the Mesclarol. It's a pretty nice one. Here's the choke wagon. Well, yeah, it's off center, high to low, but it's still a choke wagon. And so choke wagon actually is one of those third row titles. It is rarer than bum checks because of that reason. And so it's never bad to have a choke wagon. And this one is better, is still a little off center. The copyright comes to the edge, but still it's a choke wagon. Let's see what else we got. So I'm not going to pull all these four series out. I'll do it later. I just want to, okay, there's the bum checks. One bum checks, and it's better centered, but it's got some wrinkling. Can you see that? Can I get the light to bounce off of it? Not too well. It's got some surface wrinkling, but it's still half decent bum checks. So that's it. He had two chokes and a bum, none of them amazing. Fifth series is never going to be too exciting. Hold on a second. Let's make some space here. Sixth series is never going to be too exciting. Seventh, you know what we're looking for here. So there's only one Dusty. Oh, look, that's the end of the story. He got he got like 3 or 4 packs of 7 series and decided he was done. Too bad, because he could have had a stack of Grime Heavies. But okay, so that's the end of this collection. That was one hell of a ride. One hell of a ride. Okay, what's next? Let's start with this one. Okay. This is an interesting collection because I went back and forth with this guy for months, and I thought he had almost a very modest collection that I wouldn't pay more than like $50 for. And I didn't have, just kept not finding time. He kept bugging me, and sometimes like he'd write me back after like 2 months. He's like, "Are you still interested?" And at some point I was like, "I promise I'll deal with this." So I look at his pictures. I mean, maybe I had forgotten something, but it just seemed like maybe 50 or 75 cards, all comments. And so nothing to excite him. I offered him like 40 or $50. And then we got into this thing about shipping, and he's like, it's $13 to ship. I'm like, how could it be that much to ship a small pack of cards? He's like, no, it weighs several pounds. I'm like, how could it weigh several pounds? He's like, well, there's over 1,000 cards. I'm like, 1,000 cards. I gave the guy like $50. So I think I got confused and underpaid on this, and I'm going to have to take care of this guy too. I'm going to have to take care of the previous guy, and I'm going to have to take care of this guy because this feels heavy. This can't be just $50 worth of cards. So let's see what's in here. All right. So it's pretty well packed. Always glad about that. It's in this, oops, upside down. It's in a school box. Oh no. All right. Could be better packed. This is definitely not what I thought this collection was going to be. I thought this collection, and he was like, I really thought there'd be more value than $50, but okay. And so he accepted my offer. So this was confusion. Let's find out what's really in this box. So here we have a bunch of checklists, obviously. Let's start with that. So just a whole big pile of checklists. These are ninths and these are sevenths. Large pile of 7 series checklists that are in pretty good shape. I mean, okay, there's some gum, there's some wax, but that one's checked. Well, there's quite a bit of wax, but not terrible wax. Large pile of checklists and more. Let's just get these checklists out of the way. Oh my God. This guy definitely kept his checklists. So these are tenths. On tenths, you want the ones that have not, that don't say Pupsy. These all do. See, these all say Pupsy here. The ones that don't say Pupsy are actually rarer. And on these, I believe it's that Goonman one that's better. Goonman. No, these are Goodman. These appear to all be Goodmans. Oh no, there's a Goodman. This is a mix. Goodman. Some of them have wax. Goodman, Goodman. They're mostly Goodman. Like I said, Goonmans seem to be the tougher one. These are mostly Goodmans. I saw one Goonman in there. There's the Goonmans are these ones that have wax all over them. So that's too bad. All right. Quite a pile of checklists. And I think, oh, there's more checklists. There's a lot of checklists in this collection. Let's just get these checklists out of here. Oh my God. All right, these are not even wackies. Okay, these are stickers. Let's look at the stickers. Let's deal with all the checklists first. And then we'll get to the stickers. Okay, these are eighths. Which eighths are they? Well, it's a mix, right? Some light, some dark. These are pretty good shape with, a mix. But yeah, as you can see, right, the light colored ones are definitely the tougher ones. There's about 80% of these are dark. Okay, these checklists are piling up. And more. All right, I just want to separate the checklists from the stickers first. Here are more checklists. Oh, I see something good in here. Look at this. There's a Levirus. What do you know with writing on the back? All right. These are 5th series checklists. Wow, quite a lot of. So, okay, there may be 1,000 cards in here, but there's a lot of them are checklists. And I mean, these aren't like well, okay, that's in pretty good shape. But a lot of these checklists are also kind of modest. All right, I think, oh, more checklists. These are okay. We're down to the 3rd series checklists. Thirds, and these are 4ths and 2nds. Okay, these are Mess Clairol. So there's probably not a choke wagon in here. All right, let's pile these checklists up. Boy, there's a lot of checklists. Basically, series 2 through 10. Oh man. Okay. Those are all checklists, and that's what's left of actual and these. Those are the stickers. Those are the stickers, and this is the checklists. So that's certainly a lot of checklists. Let's look at these stickers. What do we have here? 5th series. 2nd series with writing on the back. 2nd series with writing. See, didn't tell me about the writing, but okay, they don't all have writing. Maybe we'll find something good in here, Excedrin, because again, these could be Ludlows. These are 5ths. 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 I mean, so these are not in the best of shape. So far, I'm actually not seeing a whole lot more value than the $50 I paid, even if it's a big, I mean, like, look, there's a beautiful card, but it's got another one stuck on the back. You can't just peel that off. It'll leave a stain. Ah, this is, yeah, I mean, for some reason, a lot of these have another one stuck on the back. Why would somebody do that? Okay, I mean, there's a nice card. There's some in here. I don't know what's going on here. Some fragments of cards. I guess, yeah. These are ones that were may have been stuck on. So here's two sludge stuck on top of another one that I can't just easily peel off. Oh, I guess I can sort of peel it off. Crams. This is mostly pretty ugly. Eighth series. God, why did he half these cards have other cards stuck on the back? That just kills them. Okay, some of these eighths are not bad. Again, I'm not getting too excited here. Look, I mean, some of these cards that are in good shape are really in good shape. I mean, like that card's in good shape. And this one, there's quite a few dupes. But this is a real mixed bag in terms of condition. Like half these cards have other cards stuck on the back. Don't do that, people. Okay, now we're into some seconds. We could end up with a Ludlow here if we get lucky, but no. Instead of a camel on the back, there's somebody's initials. There's a nice black. There's some really nice cards sprinkled in here. I mean, back is clean, front is nice. That little spot will come off. Cap and crud with the name on the back. Hoping for a Ludlow here. Lots of cards with writing on them. I like to get cards with that are low grade too. You know, I sell them for a quarter, 50 cents. It makes people who are on a budget happy. Sometimes I run out of the low grade cards before the high grade. Okay, here's a bunch of resticks. And then this, like, look, this is a cut wrong on top of a cut wrong. Like, somebody must have been pretty bored one day to do that. A pretty nice Goonmans. These cards are decent. I mean, the ones that are decent are decent. And then we just have this weirdness. Weirdness. And so there's not going to be anything too exciting here. These are just sixths. I mean, there's just nothing in the sixth to get too excited about. I mean, the occasional truant. Well, just as I said it, truant, by the way, and runaway were pulled, but runaway, just like choke wagon, is rarer than truant because runaway is a third row title and truant is a second row title or first. So there you go. Just a lot of sixths. Let's keep going. These are eighths. What is that? What is that? These are just a whole bunch of eighths. I think these are ninths and we're back into fifths. I'd like to find those sevenths and find a grime heavy chunks. Or a choke wagon. All right. There's nothing too exciting in here. What is that? Another one of those. But this, here are some firsts. So there's a Levirus. Unfortunately, it has the initials on the back, but it's a legitimate Levirus. You can still get something for that. So here are some first series titles. There's actually, that's a real nice doesn't. It's one of those glossy back doesn't. It's in real good shape. And there's another one with writing on the back and a third one. And a crust. There's one of those glossy crusts. Oh, maybe I'll find an Audie Boy. No. I should have checked that other pile for Audie Boys. Actually, I didn't. We'll do that in a minute here. Bunch of first series. That's not bad. Hey, there's a whole bunch of first series cards here. There's a lot of first series cards here, even some good ones. These are starting to be good ones. We're going to check these backs for Ludlows. That would just be too, wow, there's a lot of first series cards here. That would just be too much if there were Ludlows in both collections. Ready? Several bunch of them with writing on the back. I'm not seeing any camels. Not seeing any camels. No, no camels today. Let's get these ones with writing out of here. Too bad there's not a Bandache or just that one Levirus and it has writing on it. I'm pretty sure I did not know there were first series cards in here. Somehow I got confused on the scans. A good half of them are written on anyway. So these are the ones that aren't written on. That one's pretty off center. One, two, that one's off center. One, two, three. That one's got a bad stain. That one's really off center. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Off center. That one's just VG. 17, 18, 19. There's only about 20 first series cards in there that are, in nice condition. And there's that Levirus. These are all written on. C'est la vie. Up and more checklists. So here are the first series checklists. Hey, maybe we'll get lucky and pull a cloth checklist or something. That would just be awesome. Nope. You can tell because the cloth don't have those 2 lines of text at the bottom. They just have one. So you can tell real quick. Oh, there's another card. What's it going to be? Oh, it's another Matty Boy with another Matty Boy stuck on it. Okay. So first series checklists, nothing special. And we've still got this pile. Let's see what we have left. These are the fourths. So there's a chance of pulling a bum or a choke. Not a very good chance, but there's a chance. See, this is the problem. When you peel that stuff off the back is then ugly. Big pile of these. I hope there's no choke wagon in there. That would be unfortunate. Okay, Wormy, Tasters. These are 4th series, 4th, 4th, more 4ths. My God, this person had this incredible habit of they had to stick the same sticker on the back of every sticker. Little did they know. And this one, they did this on all of them. It's just, look, this one has 2 cheapios stuck on the back of it. What is that, just to keep them safe? Stick my extras on the back. And of course, look, the back is now all messed up. All right, here we have another large pile of 4 series checklists. These are still all Mesclarol versions. Wow, that's a big pile of checklists. Okay. Now we're getting into some 5ths. Oh, there's a grime. Man, this is driving me crazy. There's a grime stuck on a Slopacana. Fortunately, it's not a grime heavy. Not finding anything. I actually didn't really massively underpay on this as I thought I did. There's not a lot of great stuff in here, to be honest. I'll probably have to send this guy a few more bucks, but there's nothing in here like I thought there could be after I saw how heavy it was. And that's it. All right. So what I paid like 50 or 60 bucks for this collection, there's that pile of checklists and this pile of cards, yeah, certainly worth 50 bucks. I probably, but really not worth hundreds. I probably have to send the guy another 50 bucks or something. The best thing in there are these first series cards that are in good shape. I mean, those are worth a few bucks each. And this, not sure what to do with this pile of peeled cards. Have to give those away to somebody somewhere somehow. After a bit of a hiccup, you may have noticed I lost one of my cameras. So paranoid now. All right. And this is recording. Sound is working. Okay. Let's open some more boxes. That was the first two of five. Well, three if you include the new stuff. Let's go with this one. This guy was real cool, real amenable. This whole deal was arranged in one day. Paid about 150 bucks for this or something like that. He followed my instructions. Yeah, real well. Look at that. So I pointed this guy to my instructions online on how to pack, and he did it perfectly. Look at this. It's beautiful. Sandwich them between cardboard, put them in Ziplocs. You nailed it, buddy. So let's see what we got here. This guy was, this guy said if he was actually considering throwing these cards away. So he was just glad to find them at home. So I was like, no, never throw cards away. Never throw any cards away. I mean, look, hey, that's a beautiful 12th series card. You don't want to throw something like that away. Okay, 12th series. Maybe we'll just take all of these out and look at them all at once. The guy just, he was just like, I bought these when I was a kid and I am just ready to downsize my life. I was like, I bet you're within a year of my age. And sure enough, he is. And he's just in that downsizing mode. I guess we all get there sometimes, unless you're a serious hoarder. Um, so he's had these since he was a kid. He bought them from the store. Looks like, as far as I can tell, these are not the kind of cards that were stuck in someone's pocket and carried to school or crammed in a backpack. Actually, we didn't have backpacks. That's what kids these days don't know. We didn't have backpacks in 1973. We had to carry all of our stuff, the hard way. Okay. Huh. Both these stacks started with a robot birds. So 12 series is good. Anything over 10 series, 11 series and up is what you want. That stuff is hard to find and hard to hold on to and a lot more valuable. Of course, first series are always good. You know, past that, you want those 11s, 12s, 13s, 14s, 15s. So this is off to a good promising start. We got two 12s and 11th. Let's just flip through. Comet, Toad, Moldy, that's 14th. Oh, is that a trifold? Can't quite tell. It, I guess not. There, or is it? Got some indentations. It may be a trifold. I'm gonna have to look here. Let's have a closer look at this. Don't know. I guess not. There's a that's just a roller mark that I'm confusing for a trifold. but it's 1410, so who knows? Maybe there are some trifolds in here. It's jumping all around. So there's 11th, 12th, 14th, and now we're back to what's this? 5th? Is that 9th, 12th, 8th? That also has that same line. Maybe that is a trifold. No, I don't think so. And there's a white back. So that's good. Let's separate the ones out that are above the 12th series and the ones, the 11th series and the ones that aren't. 10ths are good, but we'll put those in the commons pile. Brandylands. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. 4 Brandylands. Oh man, this is so good. These are the kind of cards you just don't generally find. You usually find the commons. And I mean, 4 Brandylands. Yeah, okay. They have roller marks, but that's really all that's wrong with these cards. They're really solid. Well, actually, that one has some surface issues. So does that one. All right. They're EX. These are EX plus. They're not solid near mint cards by any means. They do actually have some issues, but they're decent. Okay, Barman is 12th. These are 14ths. They all have this line going through them. What is that? Can you see that? That line? But I don't think that makes it a trifold. That's a white back. That's a nice card. That's in good shape. Okay. Isn't this that's 14th. Yeah. I want this if there's 13ths in here, we want to look for white backs. These are all decent. Off center, 14th series. What's that? 11th casket. Isn't that 10th series? Still, if they're not going to be 11th and up, they might as well be 10ths. Okay, now we're down to the 5ths. Here are 12ths. This is so good. I need 12ths so bad. If you look on the mall, I think I've got like 5 or something available. Eddie Reynolds, room 18, grade 5. There you go. Duxie. Oh, that's 14th. And it has that line. They all have that line, but I don't think that's a trifold. And Dizzy, that's 11th. Ducko is 9th. Fanatical. These are good cards. Good cards. Every single 10 has that same line, but it looks like a roller mark. It can't be a trifold because trifolds have 2 lines. That's so weird. Every one of them have that. I'm gonna have to investigate what's going on with those. Flunk. Here's an 11th series. I believe that's 10th. That's 14th. 14th white. 14th white. 14th tan with that line going through it. 14th white. Now we're into some 6ths, some 10ths. 7th. Hippie, that's 14th. Okay, that was a good pile. I mean, not quite half upper series, but maybe close to half. I mean, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 33 upper series cards. Okay. Still, I paid over $100 for it, so there's got to be something good here. There's a 12th. Then we're back into these, more 14ths. Isn't that 12th? 14th. I really want to find a 13th white. 14th. Some beautiful 14ths. That's a beautiful card. That's a near mint card. And so is that. I mean, these are $5 cards on a good day. And the 10s. without exception, have that one line going through them. Maybe they are trifolds. Now we hit some commons. Well, Kentucky Frieds are always good. Always good. Milk Muds. That's 12th series. Martian Hats. Mesquires are good. Are those 14ths? Yeah. Whites and tans. Moldy Bride is 14th. I get 13th and 14th confused sometimes. And these are 11ths. These are 10ths. And 6th, 12th. National Geographic. I got one guy who buys without a fail. When I listed in National Geographic, he buys it. Nose X, Oscar Moron. That 10th series. These are 14ths. No, it's 12th, 12th. Okay, 14th, 14th white, 14th tan. There's got to be trifolds because there's that one line. I don't know if you can see it. There's that one line, and then there's sort of a faint other line here. Maybe there are two lines on these. They're just really subtle. I'm gonna have to have someone to advise me. Nice 14ths. Planet of the Grapes. That's 11ths. Back into the 10ths. And now some commons, 5ths and 6ths. Last pile. Oh, wow, look. The upper series caught up. These two piles are now pretty much the exact same size or close to it. There might be more white backs in one pile, so that could make a difference. Let's go through this last pile. 12th, Robot Burns, Robot Burns, Robot Burns, Robot Burns. I mean, it's awesome. 14th series, 10 backs. Yeah, you know why I think that's a roller mark? Because it's also on the front. Well, it's actually no, it's not the same. 14th whites, 14th tans, 14th whites, 14th tans. Very nice. Rotsroot, 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 Rotsroot. These runaways are always good. These are 12ths. They're common 12ths, but still they're 12ths. These are 11ths. Sleepy, 14ths, 14ths, 14th Salem. Salem. Those are 14ths, 14ths. Satan Wrap, more 14ths. That's 11th. Oh, these are great cards. Now the upper series have overtaken the lower series by quite a margin. Oh, Squabble. Looks like this guy collected from about 5th series, and he didn't keep checklists, but from 5th through 14th. Too bad he stopped at 14th. I mean, 15th would be that much better. And then, of course, who knew about 16ths? Here we've got some 14ths. 14th seems to be a 10 and a white. One taffy, two taffies, three taffies, four taffies. Ah, and there's the truant to match the runaway. Unpop. Oh, this was quite a good week term is 12th, 12th. These are 14ths. And there we go. Yeah, that had to be worth 150 bucks or whatever I paid for it. It was something like that. Very nice. There's almost just a little bit more of these upper series than the regulars. Okay. No 13th whites, but hell, those are the rarest of all variations by far. All right. What's next? This. Oh boy, this is the one I've had the longest. This is the one I've had the longest. Couple of weeks now, waiting for everything else to accumulate so I can make this video. So I'm almost forgetting what was in here. Man, this was a girl who, God, don't even remember. There's another. Greg, my pleasure doing business. My mom runs estate sales, so now I know who to go to down the line if we ever encounter more wacky packs. Ellie and Richard. This was a person who originally went through and found these wacky packs, and she threw a bunch of them away because she said they were trash for some reason or another. Um, we then made a deal on the ones she didn't throw away. Okay, so she also followed my instructions. Look at that, sandwiched between cardboard and put in Ziploc bag. Love it. I've got instructions on my website on how to do this. Not everybody follows them. Oh man, we got quite a few stacks in here. Yeah, she spent some time on this. Thank you, Ellie. I think I got everything. Okay, so there's one, two, three, four, five, six. There's seven of these stacks. And then there's this stuff, which she says is she took back out of the trash. I was like, afterwards, I was like, after we did the deal, I was like, maybe you can take that stuff back out of the trash and just throw those in. And I'll check. Who knows? Maybe there's something in there worth saving. Let me see. What did I pay for this collection? Here we go. This person wrote me on October 12th. I've been recently helping my grandparents downsize, and my uncle asked me to help him sell his old Wacky Packs. I'm 26, so I'm going into this blind. I've never even heard of a Wacky Pack until this week, but he told me to reach out to you to inquire about a sale. He lives in Canada. I have a shoebox full of 151 puzzle pieces and 390 stickers. I didn't really get good pictures of this stuff. I know there were a few upper series in here. We ended up, what did I end up paying for this? $250. I paid $250 for this. So let's see if that was a mistake or not. Let's go through it. Let's start, you know what? Let's start with the stuff she pulled out of the trash, just for fun. Okay, I see the problem. These are, okay. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff like this where the checklists have been taped together. And someone did this for every, like here's three different seventh series and they're all taped together. They couldn't just be content with taping one of them up. They really got carried away. But hey, look at this. It comes off. This tape is not too, some of this tape is problematic, some less so. Like this 10th series puzzle, like this tape is not so bad. The glue on it is really, really weak. It's still left the residue, but these checklists could potentially be salvaged. There was no reason to throw this in the trash. I mean, I could put this in with a low grade set. It's a complete puzzle. But yeah, okay. I see the problem. I've got a pile of puzzles just like this. These were done with Scotch tape. That's not going to come off so well. Yeah, here's more that were done with this type of tape. These are the only ones that look at least salvageable here. Um, I'm not sure, like, is there a market for something like this? I don't know. I mean, I've never even really tried to sell it. But okay, I'll disassemble these. What series is this? This goes up to eighth. These aren't even wacky packs, some of these. These are sevenths and sixths and eighths. So does that mean that's all we're gonna have by way of stickers? We shall see. Certainly got quite a bit of checklists in this ward. Let's start at one end and go to the other. First bag. Okay, let's get started. These are 7th series checklists. 7th series Fibbies. Backs are clean. These are EX cards. Certainly not in particularly high grade. Okay. Um, isn't that 9th series? So we got 9th series at least. Ace and nines. These cards are not in the best of shape. Why did I pay 250 for these? I'm sure I thought they were in better shape. Okay, there's a National Geographic, so there's some 11s in here. Isn't that a 12th series? I think it is. Too bad that Geographic is beat to hell. I don't think even my guy's going to buy that one. Oh, there's a 14th series. What do you know? All right. So there is some upper series stuff in here, even though there were no checklists. Okay, Squabble. Isn't that 11th? Yeah, I think that's a good one. Yeah, there's some good stuff. Satan Rap is a good 14th, but that one's really off center. There's not a lot of upper series, but there's some. Oscar Moron. I think that's the 10th series version. There's another Rotsarut, Tanback, another Mud, 61. There's a smattering of upper series. This pile is mostly like really common stuff in really modest condition. So, oh, there's a 14th series. If they all look like this, it's not going to be worth $250. Let's keep going. Next bag. In that first whole bag, there was just these. And these are some like, even these are common upper series, and that's miscut. And that's beat up. There's really only 3 cards to get happy about here, and it's these 3. That's a decent checklist. Oh, wow. This is almost all checklist here. Some common checklists. Picking up a whole lot of checklists. You'll see in this last collection why that might be problematic. Okay, these are nothing to get excited about. Well, it's always good to have a big muck. Flop is not flunk. Okay. There was nothing in that bag to get excited about. Absolutely nothing. That was worse than the first. I thought it couldn't get worse than that. Definitely anticlimactic after I should have opened this one first and built up to those other ones. I think I opened the best one first in the end, but there was no way to know. Shooting blind here. Okay. A few more checklists. Some more stickers. Commit is a good one. Mr. Bog. Mrs. Poles, I believe. That is a good one. These are all mixed up. I hate when half of them are upside down. Flunk, yeah, that's the better one. That's the 14 series one. Whiteback, that's a nice card. There's a few very nice cards. I'm not getting $250 here yet. Stinker Toy is an 11th. Yeah, you see Flop, that's the 7 series. That one's really common. Mountain Goo. We're getting into the 10th series anyway. I think, isn't that a 12th series? Milk Muds. I think that's 12th series. Okay, there's a Pupsy. At least we got a Pupsy out of it. That's a pretty nice Pupsy. Well, yeah, it's got some issues, actually. EX plus. It's less than EX plus. There's another Pupsy. All right. This one's worse. This one's like EX minus at best. It's got some surface issues. Can you see that? It's really hard to tell unless I scan it, which I will do before selling it. Oh, there's a third Pupsy. Wow, three Pupsies. Oh yeah, this one is nice. Well, still, it's that top edge is, all these cards have issues along the top edge. This one I could almost call EX plus. You know, I can't complain about three Pupsies. That's at least $50 right there. Maybe there's, okay, here's Battle Time. More 11s. Balding, that's a good 14th. I'd like to pull some trifolds. Those always do well. Okay, that was better. That was much better. Still got four to go. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. So we pulled sort of two duds and a good one. See where this is going. Good packing. That's one thing I have to say this time. All of these packed well. If I recall, packing wasn't always up to snuff in some of those last videos that we did. But this time, everybody's packing is commendable. Good job, everybody. Protect those wacky packs. Okay, this is all checklists. A Biva, a nice root, and a lot more checklists. Checklists, really not what I needed exactly today. But there we go. Okay, there's some stickers in here. Wash and Fly is 12th series. Chafed is a nice 11th series. Grease Line, Beanball. There's quite a few 10ths anyway. 10ths are certainly better than 6ths. Nothing else too exciting here. Nothing that could be a Ludlow. These are all, I mean, I think 5th or 6th series is the lowest I've seen. Okay, here's the 11 series checklists. At least there's some upper series checklists, and there's a right side checklist from the 11th, so that's good. That's a good checklist. We'll put that in the happy pile. All right, a lot of checklists. Let's keep going. Down to the three more. Okay, more checklists, a lot more checklists, a lot. At least they're in, well, there's lots of gums. So hard to find checklists without gum stains. Centered and without stains and without creases. Actually, it's hard to put together high grade puzzles. Most checklists look like this. I mean, look at this one. It's got writing on the front, wax. Okay, here is a decent checklist, and it's a right side piece, but that's just one. And this one is another one, but it's got wax. You try to build puzzles without wax. This next one is checked. This next one has wax. And this one is decent, but it's got wax on the front. You see that? So that's going to have to be wiped off. It's going to take a, effort to clean that up. This one's got bends. It's hard to build nice checklists, and a lot of them are off center like this. It's like, look, off center, off center. There's a pretty decent one. So, building sets and including checklists with them is always challenging. When you buy those sets, I mean, I always try to include puzzles And nowadays that's going the extra mile. They say they don't even sell for more, but I guess I'm a purist. Maybe one day I'll change my ways. But right now, I like to have checklists with my sets. All right. Finally, a stack that's all stickers. We were dealing with a whole lot of checklists there for a minute. There's another Pupsy. Holy crap. This one is, again, decent. That's not a pinhole, is it? Uh-oh, what is that? No, that just, it came off, whatever it was. Yeah, I mean, it's a little off center, high to low, and it's got, a little bit of wear, but all in all, it's a decent Pupsy. Damn. It's weird that this collection is so disorganized. Okay, here we have some Grimes. Grime Dusty. One Grime. Not hitting any of those upper series anymore. This is a lot of common stuff. And I don't know how it works with Grime. If you find one Grime Dusty, does that mean they're all going to be Dusty? There's a 14th series, white back. What else is in here? What will we find? Is there another Pupsy? Some decent tenths. I mean, TikToks are always good. It's a popular 10th series title. I don't see it. I don't see anything else in there. Let's keep going. We're down to the last bag. Pretty much it's just these four Pupsies to get excited about and this rather modest stack. So far, I think I did bad on this collection. It averages out. When you don't try to massively lowball people and you try to pay them fair money, you can easily overpay. It happens. But hey, look, we got a video out of it. What else is in here? All right, at least they're all stickers. Let's see what we can find. Poofbridge, Winston's, some real common stuff here. Okay, Nozax, love that. Milk Muds, isn't that 12th series? It's got a little bit of an issue. Taxum, isn't that an 11th series title? I can't remember. And of course, IOU is 14th series. We love that. There are more checklists. There's Bald, Wash and Fly. Oh, there's a Grime Heavy Chunks. Okay. It's not in the best of condition. It's a little bit, I'd have to call it EX minus at best. I don't know if you can see the surface issues, but it's a Heavy Chunks. Do you know how infrequently I pull a Heavy Chunks out of a collection? I mean, it's gotta be one of the toughest of all the variations. It's gotta be. Oh, there's another one, but it's dusty. Okay, brain power is good. Too bad it wasn't, there aren't multiple heavies. There's mesclarol. So, we like those. Moldy Bride is 14th. It's another TikTok. There's a lot of TikToks. You have to sort through all this. There's another 14th. Saccharin, isn't that 11th? I always get it confused. I think that's 10th. Inked is 14th. It's not a trifold, but it's 10 back. Getting down to the end here. I'm still not coming up with 250 bucks. All right, there's a Kentucky Fried. And okay, there's a 14th or an 11th, sorry, and that's it. That's it. I must have thought there was something better in here. I mean, if you look at it's a lot of cards. So that's a lot of cards. And that's but that's it for upper series. That's see, this is more usual. I mean, we've been getting really lucky with these other collections with all those upper series cards. Here, it's usually like this. You know, these are 5 through 10, and these are 11 through 14 or 15. There's a couple dozen in here. One of them is a checklist. But still, okay, let's say these are worth $2 or $3 each. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I mean, at $3 each, this is like $125 here. And, 15, 30, 45. And maybe one of these is worth 25, 55, 70. That's like $200 there. That heavy is kind of beat up, so I mean, so I'd be lucky to get $250 back out of this. And then I've got to, I can think of it as getting all this stuff for free, I guess, but this is a lot. I mean, I've got so much of this stuff. God knows when I'll ever sell through it. Um, but okay. It was also fun and it could have been anything in there. So that's part of this. Let's put these aside. And that's the last of the collections from childhood collections from people. That was a lot. So that was those 4 collections were childhood collections that people had bought in stores and had all these years. This last one is the exception. This I bought from an actual, longtime collector who I know well. And I know what's in here more or less. This is just a deal we made for a whole bunch of checklists. He sold me, I don't know, all of his checklist, I guess. And this is what's weird. It's like I normally wouldn't think I would have ever done this. I think I spent close to $1,500 on this collection that's entirely checklists. I never thought I would buy checklists. I thought, they would always accumulate forever, and I would, have a tough time even selling checklists. But it is hard to build nice sets with nice checklists. It's gotten harder and harder. And at this point, if he's already gone through all the trouble of putting all these together, it just turned out to be worth it. And I mean, part of this is there's at least a 1 to 15 in here with all the variations. And I'm working on a 1 to 16 to sell with all the puzzle variations. There's 2 variations of 4th, 6th, 8th, and 10th. So that's 16 plus 4. There's 20 different puzzles that you got to put together. And some of them are tough, especially to find without wax. It's so hard to find puzzles, some of these series without wax. Almost all of the checklists are bad. So let's just drill down in here and see what we got. This being a serious collector is also serious about how he packs stuff. So this stuff is going to take me a minute to get into here. It's 4th series bum checks puzzles. So let's just see how these look. And well, I mean, okay, that one's got some wax on it, and that one too. But they're mostly pretty clean. Well, that one's miscut. They're better than average anyway, but yeah, they have issues. They have issues. Still, this is a tough puzzle. The bum chokes are tough. Let's see what the other ones look like. These look better. They just look better. That one's off center, but still. Yeah, it's okay. Happy about that. 5th series puzzles. Well, that's a little more wax than I like. Like I wouldn't put that in a set. I mean, in a set unless it was really, And of course, right, which pieces are these that are the worst? Actually, I take it back. Those are top middle. I was going to say they had to be bottom middle, but no, those are top middle. Let's look what the bottom middles look like. The top middle and the bottom middle look similar in this series. I'm not even finding any bottom middles. Oh, there's a bottom middle. It doesn't look bad. There's only one bottom middle. And yeah, you see, so these are really light on the bottoms. So what am I gonna, I mean, all these checklists, but there's only two bottom row pieces and all of these. So I mean, this is almost useless to me. This is almost worth nothing to me. I hope it's not all like that. But anyway, I mean, I know I was given the breakdown, but I didn't scrutinize it that carefully. So here we do have some bottom rights, at least the ninths. There's a fair number of bottom rights. There's a one, two, three. There's a fair number of middle rights, and they're okay. Anyway, I'll have a lot of work to do sorting through all these checklists. I was promised that the 1 to 15 with all variations are clean, high grade checklists. So um, I'll have to find those in here somewhere. This is a lot of checklists to sort through. I'm not going to spend the 2 hours it takes dragging you guys through that. I was just pointing out, I guess the point of interest here is that I would even buy a collection like this. Like times have changed if I would even buy a collection like this. Okay, let's capstone this off by opening one more box of the new series. I mean, why not? Why not? We started that way, let's end that way. I do have to open a couple more of these because I pre-sold at least 3 sets. For the most part, I'm planning on keeping these unopened. I just, until I understand what happened with this series of why it's sold out like that. I thought it could be a mistake that they they were going to make it available again, but it doesn't seem to have happened. Okay, so there's our 8 packs. Let's see what happens this time again. Let's see if the sketch card is in the last pack. Let's open them in a different order. Last time the sketch card was in the last pack we opened. And this time it's in the first. So is that it? Is the sketch card always in the bottom pack? I mean, it would be like Topps to do something like that. Because, then you could pull that pack out. You know which packs have the sketch cards in them. And if you're going to sell packs, you just never sell that pack. So anyway, that only happened for two. Maybe we should open one more and see if it happens a third time, because that starts to be too much to be a coincidence. Okay. Who drew this? This is a Chengdu's sketch card. It's not terrible. And that's it for that. Let me see, I need that bottom middle checklist in order to complete the one puzzle. I need to build at least 2 puzzles. I know I sold 2 full puzzles and I believe 5 sets. So, and no, that's top middle. I need bottom middle. They seem to short print. Okay, there's the wonky. I guess I got lucky because there was supposed to be a wonky in, I don't think there's a wonky in every box, is there? So far, 2 wonkies and the pals. And that's not the bottom left that I need. What am I doing here? Don't know. I got to open one more box and see if that sketch card is always in the bottom pack. Because that's what, I mean, that's 2 for 2. What do we have here? Middle right. Not going to be able to build a puzzle, huh? And what's the interesting card? The attacky, jet packed. All right. That works as an attacky. And there's a wrapper card. Those are going to be tough, I think. There's a middle. Not getting that middle right. Who knows how many boxes I'm going to have to open. There's another wrapper card. Got a few different of those now. There's the middle left. Oh, that feels heavy. Oh, you can tell that there's a foil in there. This must have the orange foil, if that was the heaviest card. And sure enough, I mean, you can tell, okay, so you can definitely tell which has the foil in it by the weight. I felt it immediately. There's the bottom middle. Okay, so I finally have one complete puzzle. I'm gonna need two. And this must have the web card in it. No, okay, so I didn't get a web this time. You don't get a web in every box, apparently. So you either get two of these orange foils or you get one web and one orange. So I got one web the first time, this one. So I got those three oranges and the one web from two boxes. And that's on par. I got to find out. What do you say, guys? Let's find out. We got to know. We got to know. We're going to find out exactly we can determine what's in at least three of these packs. Okay, here's the next box. This will be the last one I open here. I know this has been a long video, but hey, it's been a long time coming. The orange was in one of these. So it's like, there's that one, there's that one, there's that one, there's that one. It's hard to tell, but I think it's got to be one of these. I think this is the one with the orange. Okay, so anyway, let's see. The question is, does this one have the sketch card? Does this one have the sketch card? It does. It does. The bottom pack always has the sketch card. That's jacked. This looks like a Caesar L. It's a decent sketch card, I guess. And a middle left. Okay. And this one feels like it has that orange foil in it. Sure enough, orange foil. Oh, good. I got another middle right. Okay. So, and this one doesn't feel like as heavy as that one. So this one must have a web foil. So you can tell which ones have which. I bet this anything. This has, oh no. Okay, this has another orange. Anyway, it's so the bottom pack is always a sketch card. The next two are the foils. It's always that way. And then you can probably, so this is the top pack. The top pack last time, the top pack had the attacky, or if there's not an attacky, let's see what it is. A wonky, sorry, a wonky. The top pack is the wonky pack. I pulled three wonkies and they were always in that top pack. And then I think the pals card was in this pack. And there it is. The pals card is in the second pack. And now let's see, in the third pack is the attacky. So it goes wonky, pals, attacky. It's every time. You know which is in which pack. You could sell them like that. This is a pack with a sketch card in it. That's crazy. Oh yeah, okay. The fourth pack has the wrapper card. And the fifth pack as the other wrapper.